Hey, what's up everybody? Hammerheart Metal Reviews here once again. Today we're doing another brand new album review for you today. We're going to be talking about some epic doom metal with Isole and their new album Anesidora. This is the 8th album from this band, their first since 2019's Dystopia, which was an amazing album. So we'll see if this one matches that the quality that was put out on that album and the rest of their career. Really, if you've never heard this band before, they've been very consistent throughout their career. They are from Sweden and it features members from Arab Altor. This is kind of, I don't want to say side project, they're both kind of main projects. But if you know Arab Altor, you know they started out in more of an epic doom style, Viking doom, kind of mixing like Candlemass with epic Arab Bathory. And then over the course of their career, they added more like black metal to their sound. But then the guys, I think, still wanted an outlet for the epic doom style that they're very much influenced by. And so that's what this band is for. This is very much in the vein of like early Arab Altor. You hear a big Candlemass influence, even a band like Solstice comes to mind. So stuff in that vein, features very like powerful, emotive, clean vocals that really carry the songs here. And there's just excellent doom riffs and songwriting on full display throughout this album. First album I ever heard from these guys was Throne of Void, which is their second album. And ever since then, like, yeah, I've just loved everything they've put out, whether it's in this band or an Arab Altor. Just absolutely amazing stuff. Like, two bands that both put out this consistent quality is absolutely amazing. So, this album, it's 7 tracks. It's about 46 minutes long. So I'm going to kind of give you a track-by-track run-through. I'll give my thoughts on the album as a whole, and I'll score it out of 10 at the end. So throughout this whole album, it really evokes this like melancholic and forlorn feeling. But at the same time, it's very harmonious, and these songs are so well crafted. It's got this grand atmosphere throughout the whole album, and it's just excellent. I should have mentioned this is released on Hammerheart Records, which, of course, is a great name for a record label. I mean, that's the shirt I'm wearing, Bathory Hammerheart. That's the name of my channel. So anything that's associated with Hammerheart is probably going to be something that I'm somewhat interested in, but that's getting off track here. Let's get into the album now. Okay, so the first track, the opening song on the album, is one of the best on the album, the Song of the Whales. So yeah, absolutely amazing opener here. Really nice riff to start off the song, and it just sets the stage for the whole album with this like moody, emotional heft. And it's got these great driving riffs, and you will be singing along to the chorus here in no time. Like, immediately, after even just a few listens, it's ingrained in my head. It is so catchy. Does bring in some rougher vocals in spots as well, along with the soaring, clean vocals that are done really well. And there's just so much melody here. This is a really infectious song. Definitely a highlight from the album. They really know how to set the stage and which song to pick as the opener. They also made a music video for this song. A very good choice for the single from the album because it is, if not my favorite song on the album, it's right there anyways. After that, the second song, Forgive Me. This one is a very like subdued, peaceful intro. I really like the way that it builds up. And then all of a sudden, it gets heavier a couple minutes in. It's even got a really nice solo and some nice lead work thrown in as well. And the heaviness just carries on. It remains to the end of the track. Really solid song here. Third song is called Monotonic Screen. And this is just full of meaty, tasty, doomy riffs. It's really heavy. There's some keys in the background to give it this added atmosphere. And the clean vocals really shine here. Like, I don't know the best way to like compare his vocals to someone else. I wouldn't necessarily say he has the most range out there, but it really suits the music, and there's so much feeling and emotion. I just absolutely love it. It brings me back to those early Arab Altor albums, which are some of my favorite doom albums ever, like By Honor. And yeah, even in this song, near the end, it brings in some death metal style vocals as well. That really spices it up. It adds another layer to it, another dimension, and I really love it. Another great song here. After that, the fourth track, Twisted Games. This one's got lots of ebbs and flows. It's got these heavier sections, some gentle sections. It's got a really like downcast and sorrowful tone to it. There's some more death vocals in here that kind of trade off with the clean vocals. It's very slow and crushing tempo throughout this song. I will say this one, maybe not as standout as some other songs on the album. It's kind of just a straight ahead typical Doom song. But that being said, I don't want it to sound like it's not good. It's still an enjoyable song. It's just maybe not the standout to me compared to some of the others on the album. But then the fifth song is absolutely a standout. In Abundance, easily one of my favorites. It's up there with the Songs of the Whales for my two favorite tracks on this album for sure. This one is absolutely epic, full of great riffs, and it just takes you on this journey. It's very depressing but grandiose, and it's another one that is so catchy. You will be singing this chorus as well. It's so hooky and memorable. There's some death vocals in there as well. It's not all cleans, and it kind of gives that nice balance of these, like, it's got the gloriously melancholic clean vocals and then balanced with the very harsh death vocals, and I just absolutely love this song. Easily a standout, definitely a highlight of the album. After that, the sixth track, Open Your Mind. This one starts with a nice acoustic opening. It's very mournful once again. Like, they really know how to capture these sad, depressing atmospheres and feelings. Really brings out the emotions when you're listening to this, but it works so well. It does kick into full gear after that with some heaviness. It picks up the pace. There's a lot of tempo changes in this song. There's even some parts that are a little bit faster than the typical Doom song. But once again, it's got some really nice melodic lead work and a nice solo. And yeah, overall, very solid track here. Then it goes into the closing track, Vanity. Absolutely awesome way to close this out. Almost has like a gothic undertone to it, which is kind of there throughout the album, but this one really dials it up with the keys in the background. Once again, a very sorrowful song. This song perfectly captures the essence of this album sound, exactly what they were going for here. Great way to finish the album. All in all, very good closing track. So, my thoughts on this as a whole, I don't think there's really any weak moments here. Yes, some songs definitely stand out more than some others, but none of these songs are bad. Even the ones that I don't necessarily think are on the level of a couple of the others, they're still very good. They're just maybe not as outstanding as some of the rest. But I don't really have any complaints here. I absolutely love this from start to finish. It's exactly what I've come to expect from this band. In either band, whether it's Isole or Arab Altor, I just expect quality, and that's what I get every single time. I've never been disappointed by one of their albums in either band, and this one is keeping that streak alive. Very awesome stuff. At this point, I mean, it's still early in the month. This is a contender for my favorite album of the month for sure. I know it's only a couple weeks in, and there's a lot more great releases to come out this month, even just this past weekend. Like, yesterday, Friday, there was at least 5 amazing albums that came out, and there's probably some I haven't even listened to either, but like, wow. This month is stacked, but I'm getting off track. I'm going to probably review at least one more album that came out yesterday, maybe on Monday. Can't get to all of the albums that I want to talk about, but I will feature them all in my end of month wrap up. But I'm getting way off track here. I got to score this out of 10. So if you have watched my rankings, not my rankings, my reviews, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now, so never mind me. But if you've watched my reviews before, then anything that hits 7.5 out of 10 is something that I would recommend. If it reaches towards 8, that's even better. If it reaches towards 9, that's next level stuff. So where does this one fall? Obviously, based on how positive I've been on this, you can tell that it's easily hitting 7.5, and it's actually easily hitting 8 as well. I don't know as I'm quite going to give it a 9 out of 10, but I'm very comfortable giving this 8.5 out of 10. It's a very solid album. If you're into epic doom and haven't listened to this band before, strongly suggest you go change that and definitely go listen to this album because it's very enjoyable, awesome stuff. So anyways, these are just my thoughts and opinions as usual. If you've heard this album, I'd love to get your take on it down below. Let me know what you think of it. And until next time, Hammer Heart Metal Reviews, out.